Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. We are all ready to go 30 minutes ahead of schedule for Game 2 of our doubleheader. In the second game, AMP stays on to take on Team Ohio Pro Select, and it's up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Good morning once again from Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West for game number 2 of our doubleheader today as Team Ohio Pro Select takes on AMP Baseball. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this morning live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Should be a good one here. Team Ohio, one of the best, if not the best, travel organization based in Ohio, taking on AMP as they're out for redemption. Game number 1, a big victory for Ohio Elite. It was OEB taking home a 14-0 victory in 3 innings. Team Ohio looking to do a similar job here. But unlike OEB, they will be the designated home team in today's game as they will be playing defense first, led out by Carter Davis, the rising senior at Beaver Falls High School in Pennsylvania, who is on the mound today for the Tops. It's Tops ball at the home of the other big Tops, Tri-C. As for AMP, they're going to have Fuller, Ebner, and Mayville hit in the top of the first inning as that will get their offense underway in this game. For Team Ohio, They are a group that always plays with wood bats. So this one is a game that is just kind of par for the course. This is a wood bat tournament. You cannot have any aluminum bats, but a group like this, they are used to that. They are ready for this challenge, and they are ready to show Northeast Ohio why they are the Pro Select squad in Ohio. Should be a fun one with a lot of college commits as well to look for. One behind the dish in Grippo, one of the best arms in the area. He is off to Penn State after one more season at Greensburg Central Catholic in Pennsylvania. I believe the last time we saw Team Ohio, he did have a throw out down at second base, given his arm. Testing him is a big no-no. Then around the yard, a couple of other commits to look for in this game. And then a lot of guys who are looking to commit in the next couple of days, weeks, and months. So we will see who can make a big impact in this game. Last game, player of the game was won by everybody on Ohio Elite. That is how good of a performance they had. Can Team Ohio one-up them, or will AMP be able to put up a good fight in game number 2? That is the biggest question that we have on hand this afternoon. Chris Fuller steps in to get the game underway for AMP. He just finished up his junior season at Eastlake North High School. Time now in Parma Heights is 10:18 a.m. on this lovely July 4th Eve in Ohio. Davis all set and ready to go on the mound, and we are underway. First pitch down low for ball 1. Last time we saw the Tops, it was Josh McFadden on the mound. The big issue that he had was finding the strike zone. Eventually he did by the end, so we will see if Davis is going to be able to do that early on and establish his perimeter. Swing and a miss, now 1-1 the count. 2 low pitches to begin his outing, 1 taken, 1 not. And getting some strikeouts is going to be a great way for this Team Ohio defense to really cruise through this game. The 1-1, swing and a miss, now 1-2. And as well, speed kills, and that is what we have seen a lot today. Dom Marchetta in game number 1, now Davis threw 3 pitches in game number 2. Carter Davis looking for his first strikeout of the day. Not going to get it there as that pitch misses down low, evening up the count. I don't hate the offering there from Davis. Going down low, trying to get that chase. He's already gotten it once in this at-bat, so why not try and get it again? Even count 2-2 to begin the ball game. Davis a long pause between pitches. His delivery driven right side, and it is going to be down the line into right field. It is a leadoff base hit for Chris Fuller. The offense of AMP wasting no time in this game. After last contest, only getting an infield single to start off this contest with a big base knock, that is a big step in the right direction for the OPL first place squad. Just a beautiful piece of hitting from Fuller down the line, and that will force an early small conversation between Grippo and Davis. What a start for AMP. Obviously, it's not a run, which is what they want to get from this inning, but to get an opening hit like that, that does set the tempo in a good way, and that sets up Ebner, the shortstop. Looking at the Tops defense, it is Bosher at first, Whitmore at second, Sunger at short. At third, it is Starner. Then from left to right in the outfield, Johnson, Heekins, and Pezzuolo sets the defense with Davis on the mound and Grippo behind the dish. And that will be a pass ball against the Penn State commit, putting the opening run in scoring position. Coach Solomon Sanders down at third base, loving this early aggression from his side. No runs in the first game. If they can get something on the board early on in this one, that would be a big step in the right direction and really a statement made. But he still has one of the toughest offenses and defenses to go up against in the area. 1-0, swing and a miss, now 1-1. If Davis can continually blow balls right by like that, this is going to be a tough outing for the offense. Catching up, especially off to that right side, is going to be a key factor for this AMP squad if they want to get the offense rolling. 1-1, a good drive into center field, and it will be caught by Heekins for out number 1. Runner will tag up, and he is in safe at third. A productive out for Ebner sets up Hunter Mayville, the left fielder. A chance for the St. Ed's alum to put his squad on the board first. And it looks like as well, having that warm-up of game number 1 and kind of the rest in between, the squad looking a lot better than they did in the opener today. Davis offers, missing down low for ball 1. But if AMP can get the first run of the game on the board here, even if they don't get anything else the rest of the game, I think they're going to call that a win. Fouled off towards Sanders. He almost gets rung up by Mayville. Now 1-1 the count. Friendly fire down that third base line. But as expected, Mayville just trying to straighten one out, and both parties just looking to get their desired results here in completely different fashions. Same side. Foul. Count now 1-2. And as well, a nice coaching fielding play by Sanders down at third, getting very active in this game. If he can bring the energy, so can his dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Mayville. Carter Davis sets and fires, leaves it upstairs, evening up the count. In the on-deck circle, it is Nick Bard, the first baseman. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davis sets and fires, hangs it in there. Mayville hits the deck, and we are full. Had to really get out of the way of that one. Kind of looked like it still had a chance to go into the strike zone, so definitely grateful that that one was called a ball. If not, oh man. Davis's payoff pitch. Popped foul to the left side. He will see it again. A good survival swing from Mayville. Everything going down that left side foul. If you can rope one down the line, that will not only bring in the run, but also potentially become an extra base hit. And if you're the left fielder, maybe if you play a little bit more towards the line, that would help cut that off if it does happen. Payoff pitch, fouled straight back. And that one very nearly hitting a moving car on the road off to our side. That would have been an interesting anomaly if that ball did one hop and hit off of that nice car. Sure, the driver would not be too pleased with it, but as is the nature of the beast of baseball. Payoff once again. Same result, foul. Hunter Mayville giving it his all on this at-bat, and if he can straighten one out, once again, he gives his squad an early lead in this game. And given what we saw from OEB's offense, looking at Team Ohio's, which might be a better offense, they got to get something on early. And right now we're out of baseballs. So one of the Team Ohio players right now is going to find all the foul balls just to try and help this game resume. Mayville just fouling off every single offering. We finally do have a baseball. Count remains full. Mayville giving it his all. Still a 3-2 count. Davis looking for a big strikeout. Once again fires the payoff pitch. In there for strike 3 looking. There is out number 2. Davis finally wins the war, and he is 1 out away from surviving a tough start. Nick Bard, wearing number 1, now steps in for AMP. Bard, just like Fuller, who was the leadoff hitter, just finished up his junior season at Eastlake North High School. Davis sets and fires. In there for strike 1. And maybe all it takes is one strikeout to get him right back to where he needs to be. That was a big strikeout and a big battle. Davis is 0-1. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. It happens so often in this sport. You struggle early on, you get that first strikeout, and then you really start to feel your rhythm. That is where Carter Davis finds himself right now. The 0-2, fouled away. The battle once again back from AMP. And so is our Team Ohio player going to run after the stray balls. That is one way to get your cardio in for the day. Or in this case, you're going to let a fan toss it in from the parking lot. Davis tries again with the 0-2. Beautiful, Beautiful pitch. The side is retired. Perfect droppage from Carter Davis. Back-to-back punch-outs, both looking, and the inning is over. Fuller's leadoff single does not lead to any damage. Team Ohio Pro Select living up to their name as we enter the bottom of the first inning. It's the offense's turn to get the ball rolling. No score on SmeeSports. This is the 2025 Jakob Gehring Wood Bat Memorial World Series on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the first inning, no score quite yet on SmeeSports. Team Ohio Pro Select's offense getting ready to roll in the frame. It is Heekins, Songer, and Johnson set to hit in the bottom of the first inning. We saw it last contest as OEB plated 8 runs in the opening frame against this AMP defense. They will look to settle things down earlier in this contest. They were close to getting the opening run of the game, but Fuller ended up halting at third, and they could not bring him around to score. On the mound in this game for AMP, it is Milan Medved wearing number 18. Bunt shown to begin the bottom of the first inning, and he is easily in there. A thing of beauty from Nico Heekins. We will take a second look at this bunt, perfectly laid down, and Team Ohio Pro Select bringing out some early small ball flair. Don't know if that is what we expected to see on that first pitch. Just kind of lays that one down perfectly in a dead zone. Defense doesn't anticipate. And that puts the leadoff man on for Braden Songer, the shortstop. Songer pops that one up into shallow right field, and it will be caught for out number 1. Morisco able to chase that one down with ease. One down, now sets up the left fielder, Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson just finished up his junior season at Medina. One more year left to go. Fell short in the regional final last season. And I'm sure that is still fresh in his mind as he wants redemption this upcoming season. He wants to put the Battling Bees into the Final Four. Ground ball right side. They will get Johnson out at first for out number 2. But that'll put the opening run in scoring position. Good work from this AMP defense, really showing some good prowess early on in this game. And learning from last game was always going to be their biggest goal. Learn from the mistakes they made and get better because of it. So far, they're on path to do that. Vinny Pezzuolo, the right fielder, now steps in. Pezzuolo just finished up his junior season at Mohawk High School in Pennsylvania. Pops that one up over us. 0-1 the count. For AMP in the top of the second inning, Beach, Morisco, and Sanders set to hit. To 0-1 count on Pezzuolo. Good drive into center field. That one caught on a line. Sanders able to bring that one in, and the side is retired outside of a leadoff bunt single. No damage done by the Tops. Through one, no score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. One inning down here at Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. No score on SmeeSports. Both sides able to get a runner on. Both leadoff hitters coming on. One on a traditional single, one on a bunt single. But both teams unable to bring that runner in. AMP trying again here with their 5, 6, and 7 hitters, starting with the catcher Beach. First pitch misses down low for ball one. Brandon Beach, wearing number 2, just finished up his senior year at the school across the street in Valley Forge. Now he is off to play at Bryant and Stratton College in JUCO. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. He is getting an early preview of his rivals field, as Tri-C is the big rival of Bryant and Stratton in the OCCAC. The 1-1, down low for ball 2. But for this Team Ohio squad, no runs in the first inning. Not at all the start they wanted. They have been able to have their way with teams so far this season to get that slow of a start. Kind of out of character, but still plenty of time for that to change. 2-1 bounces behind for ball 3. One more ball, and the leadoff man is aboard once again. With the last game going all of an hour and 2 minutes, this game has more time to flow. But Team Ohio Pro Select, they want to have a convincing win in this one. Here's the 3-1. In there for strike 2, and we are full. And a lot of that starts here. The more time they give AMP to get some runs on the board, the more and more likely that they will. This squad's hungry, well coached, and ready to start winning some tournament games. They're doing great in the OPL. They have the pedigree to win. But when push comes to shove against some of the best teams Ohio and really the nation has to offer, can they play the same baseball? That's what we're trying to find out in this tournament. Here's the payoff pitch. In there for strike 3 looking. 1 up, 1 down. third strikeout in a row looking from Carter Davis. He now has 3 overall in this game. Especially down in the count as the pitcher, Davis has done a great job recalibrating himself, getting back to his best, and really dotting up the zone. With 1 down, Vinny Marsico, the right fielder, now steps in. Marsico pitched down the stretch in the last game while also getting the nod in the outfield. Swing and a miss, chasing down low for strike 1. In the bottom of the inning, we will see Carlson, Grippo, and Starner. Those guys in the 5, 6, and 7 slots. 0-1, wave and a miss, now 0-2. Carter Davis really starting to shove on the mound. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Off the plate for ball 1. Not surprised to not see a competitive offering there. Really had everything he needed sealed. Now if he could get the chase, even better. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. 4th consecutive strikeout for Carter Davis. And that'll be his first swinging of the day. Now that brings in Christian Sanders, the center fielder. He had the final put out in the bottom of the first inning, sealing a really great frame for AMP. Now a chance to do some damage offensively. First pitch in there for strike 1. Carter Davis, he is really controlling this game right now. A stark contrast to the last frame. It was really AMP's inning to control. Now Carter Davis back in the hot seat. He is really starting to show why he is one of the top pitchers in this rotation. And he is quickly up 0-2. A chance to make it 5 strikeouts in a row for Carter Davis. The 0-2, just a bit upstairs for ball 1. Once again, not competitive with the 0-2. That works, but if AMP starts to pick up on that cadence, they're not really even going to be competitive or engaged on that pitch. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for 55, and the side is retired. 5 straight Ks for Carter Davis, and the top of the second inning is over. After the base hits, fly out, then the 5 strikeouts. He is starting to really dial in. Middle of 2 at Mottl Field. It is Team Ohio Pro Select 0, AMP Baseball 0, your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Team Ohio Pro Select's offense looking to get a hot start to the bottom of the second inning. The defense holding up their end of the bargain. Well, specifically Carter Davis holding up his end of the bargain. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for the rising senior. First ball fouled away. 0-1 the count on Colton Carlson. Carlson just finished up his junior season at Laurel High School in Pennsylvania. A lot of PA flair on this squad. couple of Ohio players, but this is mainly Pennsylvania players and a couple Youngstown as well, as that is the closest big bordering city to Pennsylvania itself. 0-1 hits him. Hard 90 puts the leadoff man aboard for the Tops. And given the momentum of the defense in the top of the frame, you have to feel if the offense is going to have one of their big trademark innings, now is the time. They have momentum. They have control of this game. They are the home team. They can really make a big, big dent here if they play their cards right. With one down, that'll set up Anthony Grippo, the catcher. Grippo just finished up his junior season at Greensburg Central Catholic, committed to play now at Penn State after next season. First pitch in there for strike one. But right now the goal is patience and precision. If Team Ohio can take advantage of whatever they get, they have a good shot to come away with at least a couple of runs. Now an 0-2 count, but we do have a scare. Beach, I believe, got hit on the hand on the swing. Time now called. Coach Sanders going to go out and talk to him, see if he can continue. If not, that's going to be a big blow for the Bryant and Stratton commit. It's an awkward one there where it kind of just fell back and clipped him. He's doing his best to walk that one off, but you can just see the pain that he is in. As he is attended to, we will step aside. Beach appears to be okay. From what we're hearing, he got hit by the baseball in the funny bone. He should be okay now, but I'm sure there's still that lingering pain and sting. Should be good to continue in this game, but if it does get worse, I assume we will see a catching change. But right now, he is good to go, and as long as he can get some good pitches thrown to him, he'll be on path to success. And that one is going to be in there for strike three and out number one. Grippo goes down looking. First punch out of the day recorded by Milan Medved. And with one down, that will set up Starner, the third baseman. A double play does end the inning defensively for AMP. Swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. Medved, from what I have seen and observed, a PO as he does not hit. But he might be the best pitcher on this squad, so it makes sense why they saved him for this game. Last game going through 3 different arms in 3 innings of defensive work. Not the output they wanted, but that is what they will have to work with. 0-1 bounced in, blocked by Beach. Runner will take off, and he is in at second. Beach kept it close enough, but heads up base running is enough to put him in scoring position. And going back to the game that we saw last of Team Ohio against T3 Kimmick, their rallies came with 2 outs. Something about that scenario brings the best out of them. Could be the pressure of nowhere else to go outside of the base path to keep the inning going. Pressure is a great motivator for these squads. And we've seen some teams do great things under a lot of pressure. The 2-1 pops up on the infield. Beach going to call it off. He is going to lose it. It is down in fair territory. And now we're going to have a rundown potentially. But no, the lead runner able to get into third. The ball just kind of hung up in the infield. And that'll technically go down as an infield double. Didn't touch it. The definition of a hit, it's a ball that falls and was not touched. You'll see it here. He does everything he can to try and track it. That one does not touch his glove. Infield double, 2 runners in scoring position for the Tops, and that'll set up Mottl, the EH. A chance for Team Ohio Pro Select to take an early lead. Chopped right side, good charge. There is the out at first for out number 2. That should bring in the opening run. Or, excuse me, they're going to call that one a foul, so no. Now he's at third. That makes more sense. So a little bit of confusion there, but now 2 outs, runner at third, and that'll set up Mottl. First pitch in there for strike one. Apologize for the confusion there. Makes a little bit more sense now that it has been fully explained. The 0-1. Down low, evening up the count. And it's always tough to keep track of what they're going to try and do. But I do agree that was a tough one to see where it landed. But I kind of agree that one did go foul, as it looked like Beach had it tracked until the very end. Now a 1-2 count on Mottl. After the EH, it goes to Taranovic, the DH. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A chance here for AMP to get out of this inning. Not quite. That pitch misses down low for ball 2. In the top of the third, it is Berenguin, Morris, and Fuller for AMP. The 2-2 left upstairs just barely for ball 3, and we are full. In the on-deck circle for the Tops, once again, it is Julian Taranovic. You could argue the most powerful hitter on this squad. Full count here. A lot of pressure on both sides. The pitch. Left up for ball 4, and that will put runners at the corners for Julian Taranovic. Julian, the rising senior, just finished up his junior campaign at South Range in the Canfield area. We saw his power last time. We saw the Tops. Can he bring it here? If he can put this ball in play somewhere and he is safe, we're going to see Team Ohio Pro Select take an early lead. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. And as I mentioned, this team kind of known for their 2-out rallies. So not at all a bad spot for them to be in right now. Taranovic takes upstairs for ball 2. After Taranovic, it is Drake Bosher, the rising junior at Toronto High School, awaiting in the on-deck circle. Right now, patience is the name of the game for the DH. And on a 3-0 count, pretty much nothing will make him swing. You could see him have the green light, but doesn't mean that he will use it. Now just about a half hour into this game. Once again, we did start a half hour early due to how short game number 1 ended up being, as it went a total of an hour and 2 minutes. 3-0 in there for strike 1. I do like Taranovic's activity. Still active on the pitch. Really no intention to offer, but you have to be ready to go. You have to be ready to give something just in case that does become a pitch you want to see. Runner goes 3-1. Pops up. This one staying in the infield over at first base. It is caught by Bard, and the side is retired. The Tops getting close, but not close enough to striking first in this game. It's a good one on hand. Through 2, no score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of the third inning here at Mottl Field. No score on SmeeSports. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this morning. Hot day here at Mottl Field, kind of as expected, but still a good day for baseball, as you would expect. Temperature's supposed to get into the 80s, around 80 degrees overall, but still with the sun, it does make it feel a lot more warm. And given that we are on a turf field, that does add a couple of extra degrees on top. For AMP, it is Berengen, Morris, and Fuller this inning set to hit. So far in this game, 5 strikeouts for Davis on the mound for the Tops, and that has been their big form of, really, momentum. Chopped right side, over the dugout, foul for strike 2. But this squad definitely fighting for every bit of hope. After Berenson, it is Morris, then Fuller once again. Fouled back. You have to give this AMP squad a lot of credit. Last game done in 3 innings, a 14-0 loss through 2. 0-0. They cannot lose as bad as they did in the last game mathematically, as if Team Ohio scores a total of 12 runs in this next inning, the game would be done. Same with this team. Ground ball right side, throw to 1 in time. It's 1 up, 1 down. Right now the run rule is not looking the most likely, but just to set the stage for those, 12-run lead after 3, 10-run lead after 4, 8-run lead after 5, and also a 2-hour time limit from around 10:10 a.m. So 12:10 is when this one will have the kibosh put on it. And when we say the game ends, it ends after that inning. No new innings can be started from that point forward. Eddie Morris, the number 9 hitter, now steps in, shows bunt. He'll take it down low for ball 1. Good crash over at third from Starner. He immediately sees the method of success for AMP, and he knows how to cut it off. You'll see him set up more close to the home plate this time. And no real surprise to see him kind of working that way. These guys know scenarios. They're probably the most, I would say, well-equipped baseball players in the area to know these scenarios. They know what to look for, they know what to anticipate, and they know how to get the job done in a big way. The offense, though, not quite where they need to be. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Gonna miss inside for ball 3. This AMP baseball squad looking for what would be their second base runner of the game after a leadoff single to begin the game. The 3-1. In there for strike 2, and we are full. So far, a total of 5 strikeouts for Davis. A chance to make it 6. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. 6th punch out today from Carter Davis. He has really been the heartbeat of this top squad. They needed a big day from somebody, and right now it appears to be their starting pitcher providing them that spark. Back to the top of the order we go with Chris Fuller, 1 for 1 in this game with a good ball down the right field line. The question is, can he do it again? And further than that, can he come around to score? No runs for either side quite yet. Really a big surprise given how game number 1 went. But if this AMP squad can somehow find a way to take down this Team Ohio Pro Select group, that might be the biggest upset of this tournament. And that might be the biggest win that they could possibly win. And yes, they still have a chance to win their league tournament in a couple of weeks. The 1-0. Upstairs for ball 2. But with 2 outs in this inning, AMP's defense getting ready to come back out to take on Bosher, Whitmore, and then Heekins at the top. 2 balls, no strikes. Gonna miss. Now a 3-0 count. Good patience from Fuller so far in this at-bat. In the on-deck circle, it is Josh Ebner. Right now, all signs pointing towards a walk here. That would be the first walk of the game, surrendered by the Tops. And they'll call that one a strike at the end. 3-1 the count. Looked like it kind of ran in on the feet, but in the end, the umpire giving it in favor of TOPS. And they'll have another chance here to make it a full count. 3-1, the pitch. Good drive left side. Instead of a walk, it's going to be a 2-out single for Chris Fuller. 2 hits in this game for AMP, both from their third baseman. Excellent power shown from Fuller so far in this game. We're going to take a second look at that swing and that base hit. Perfectly placed ball on the left side of the infield. And that'll force a mound visit for the Tops. You have to wonder what's going through their mind right now. Heading in, they saw the result of the game that played before them. This is what happens when potentially, whether it be subconsciously or not, you kind of underestimate the opponent. I'm sure heading into the bottom of the third inning, if that was what was happening, that's going to be gone completely. This squad has so much talent on it that you can put them in Division III and they'd still find a way to win 10, 15 games at least. And given all these college commits, give them one more year together, they might be able to run the table in Division III, albeit with an occasional Whitewater, Denison, Rowan, those kind of schools in the way. Runner breaks, pitch is low for ball 1, and that is going to be a stolen bag for Chris Fuller. Regardless of what happens in this game, if you're Chris Fuller, you can now say that you stole on a Penn State commit. That has to be something to take a lot of pride in if you are Fuller and AMP. Go ahead, run now in scoring position. And now it's time called. The dugout getting loud, and that's starting to throw off Davis. His coach is telling him just kind of focus in on the batter. Now, that's not a bad idea right now. That is where he can do the most damage, and that'll help. Now a 1-1 count. In the bottom of the inning, once again, Bosher, Whitmore, and Heekins. And they are going to need to step up in a big way for Team Ohio. The 1-1. Going to miss low for ball 2. So now a 2-1 count. This is game number 2 of our doubleheader today. Earlier on, we did do game number 1, Ohio Elite taking on AMP. You can watch that game live or just watch it back again by going under the playback. Throw down from Grippo. Not in time. Fuller gets his second stolen bag of the game against Grippo. And now the opening run 90 feet away. In the on-deck circle after Ebner, it is Hunter Mayville. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Davis, a chance to end the inning here. Chop left side, foul. And once again, it's Coach Sanders showing off at third. No surprise, as he's doing what he told me is D3 athleticism. He just finished up his freshman year at Mount Union, getting ready for year number 2 under legendary coach Paul Hesse. The 2-2 in the dirt for ball 3, and we are full. We could see an early call to the bullpen. I was talking with Tyler Sloan before this game. He could be a guy to come in and relieve for Team Ohio if needed. But I don't know if this is the spot that they want to use him or not. Full count here on Ebner. The payoff pitch. It is upstairs for ball 4, and that'll bring in Hunter Mayville. What a spot for AMP to be. Top of the third inning. A chance to take their first lead of the day and score their first run in this tournament. They might not make it to the championship bracket, but they can cause some noise in pool play. And if you are AMP, you can try that seal down to second base. So far, Grippo has not been able to have the base runner's number in this game. First pitch he will take, and the runner will stay put as well. 1-0 the counts. Mayville 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout looking. The 1-0. In there now, 1-1. And for Davis right now, getting in your rhythm, just blowing strike after strike by might be your best bet. And I kind of feel like they're going to get more aggressive in that department. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. And there will be some action in the bullpen now for Team Ohio Pro Select. And to no surprise, it is Tyler Sloan going to go get warm. Runner goes, 1-2, left upstairs for ball 2. Throw down to second. It is going to be wide right, and AMP is going to score the opening run of the game. Big steal, and they're able to take advantage. Now a 2-2 count on Mayville, but either way, AMP getting the opening run of the game. Not at all what was expected heading in. Even count 2-2. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 7 of the game from Davis, and the inning is over. But out of nowhere, it is AMP striking first on some savvy base running. Middle of 3 in Parma Heights. It is the underdogs, AMP, up 1-0 on Team Ohio Pro Select. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the 3rd inning in Game 2 of our doubleheader. AMP Baseball on top 1-0 against Team Ohio Pro Select. Not what we expected heading into this game. Team Ohio doing a great job to really kind of take this game in the opposite direction. Get that early lead based on some great base running. But that could change here. Fly ball deep into center field. Not as deep as it initially looked. Sanders underneath it. He has it for out number 1. And that'll retire the power hitter in Boscher. With 1 down, that'll bring in Whitmore, the second baseman. Whitmore, one of 3 guys who weren't with this squad the last time we saw Team Ohio Pro select. This is a big point for them as they need some run support down in a spot that they expected to be up. First pitch down low for ball 1. And a lot of the credit has to go to Milan Medved on the mound. A lot of good contact pitching in this game. If he can keep this up throughout the rest of the contest, AMP could get their upset. Fly ball left side. That one is down into left field for a 1-out single. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Nico Heekins back in, laid down a beautiful bunt his last time up, and I'm sure some of the adjustments made by AMP is going to be including being ready for that bunt. Most likely he won't do it again here, but he did lay it down the left side last time up. And if you are Fuller at third, you have to be aware of that. First pitch sails upstairs for ball 1. But for those just tuning in on a ball that kind of went wide on a throw down to second base, the opening run of the game was able to score for AMP in the top of the 3rd. 1-0 down low for ball 2. After Heekins, it's Songer, then Johnson. This is really the heart of the order for Team Ohio Pro Select. This is one of their best chances to strike. 2-0, up in the zone right there, now 2-1. And the Tops aren't too pleased with that decision. It did look kind of high from this angle, but up close could have been different. 2-1, chases the upstairs pitch, and it is fouled away. Count now 2-2. Once again, for Team Ohio Pro Select, it is Tyler Sloan warming up in the bullpen. We will see if we do get him in the game in the 4th or not. 2-2, good drive into left center field. Mayville tracks it down for out number 2. Excellent hustle from Hunter Mayville out in left. If that ball was down in the gap, that would have been extra bases and most likely would have led to a tie ball game. But in the end, it is the Siena Heights hockey commit using some speed. Now Braden Songer, the shortstop, steps in 0 for 1 with a fly out to right his last time up. As for AMP, it's Bard, Beach, and Marsico set to hit in the top of the 4th. Medved takes a quick look back at 1, doesn't throw. Not surprised to see him hold back and show some reservation. Runner will go, throw down to second on the money. He got him and the side is retired. Arm injury earlier on in the game, but clearly he's fine. Unreal throw from Beach. Wow, what a chuck. We will see it again here. The Bryant and Stratton commit has one heck of a cannon, and that tag perfectly on the money. Through 3, it is the scrappy AMP up 1-0 on Team Ohio Pro Select. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Through 3 innings, it is AMP up 1-0 on Team Ohio Pro Select. For those just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this morning live at Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West. Kind of a weird one going on here. The only run scoring on a wayward ball. Both offenses struggling to get some good rhythm. But for the time being, this game belongs to AMP. And that is really a surprise given how good Carter Davis has been on the mound. 7 strikeouts so far, but that has not been enough. So 1-0 counts on Nick Bard, the first baseman. Brandon Beach and Vinny Marsico set to follow. Late wave, 1-1. But it's Brandon Beach who got hit on the arm earlier on in this game. Grimaced in pain for a good couple of minutes, but turns around and gets a big throw out at second base. 1-1 in there now, 1-2. And once again, this isn't a roster completely filled up to the brim with college commits. The only one resides in the on-deck circle. As for Team Ohio Pro Select, you're looking at a group who pretty much all will go to the next level. And a lot of guys already committed there, including guys not here. You have Florida Southern, Akron, OSU, OU, Penn State twice, Slippery Rock, Florida Southern again, and the Johnnies of St. John's, or the Red Storm as they're more known as. 2-2 in the dirt for ball 3, and we are full. But this is a good spot for AMP to be in. So far today, through 3 innings, they have gotten their leadoff man aboard once, but a chance to change that here and make it 2. The payoff pitch upstairs for ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard. And the big difference from this game in comparison to last, the energy from this side. AMP hustling, they're more vocal, they're more energized. They're still giving the same amount of energy, but they're doing it in a better way and a more energized way. Time now called. This could be the call to the bullpen. We will see what happens. Davis will have the ball taken away from him, and it will be Tyler Sloan time here in Parma Heights. Davis in this game, a total of 3 innings of work, 7 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. The runner at first is still his responsibility, but it is the former St. V star pitcher Tyler Sloan on the bump now for Team Ohio Pro Select. As he warms up, we will step aside. Top of the 4th inning, AMP 1, TOPS 0, your score. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Tyler Sloan all ready to go on the mound for Team Ohio Pro Select in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 the score. Leadoff man aboard on a leadoff walk. Now it's Brandon Beach, the catcher, back in. 0-for-1 in this game, but momentum on his side. Going back to the bottom of the 3rd inning, had a massive throwout at second base, and that was enough to end the frame. And that really does keep momentum with AMP as Right now, the goal is to survive and advance through each inning. Run support would be nice, but if they can grind out this result, that would be tremendous, not only for these guys, but also for their head coach. Once again, only 19. The 0-2. In there for strike three looking. One up, one down for Tyler Sloan. And that is why he was an all-time great at St. V's. Pitches like that, nothing the batters can hit. And he is off to the races in style. Talked to him last night. He said he was going to pitch in this game. Don't know if this is where he thought he'd come in. But the thing with a guy like Tyler Sloan, he is always ready to come on and give some good innings. And looking at his college commitment, he is heading to Slippery Rock once the summer is done. Ball one taken inside by Marsico, the right fielder. As for Team Ohio in the bottom of the inning, it's Johnson, Pezzuolo, and Carlson. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. A good pop into the outfield. This one is going to be caught in center for out number 2. Heekins able to catch up to that one and get under it with ease. And with 2 down, that will set up Christian Sanders, the center fielder, 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout. Oldebro giving some instructions down the line at third. Still a runner at first with 2 away. Ground ball hit up the middle to second base. They will take the fielder's choice at the bag at 2, and the side is retired. Tyler Sloan comes on for 1 inning of work, has a 1-2 frame after the leadoff walk. Middle of 4 here at Ron Mottl Field. Halfway through the game, it is AMP up 1-0 on Team Ohio Pro Select. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back into the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast, and thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to bring you these broadcasts. As well, make sure to subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel down below. We are on the push to reaching 4K subscribers before the end of July. I believe we are within 10 subscribers of that goal. So if you're new, please go down below. It costs nothing. You don't have to do anything other than press that red button. You're not going to be put on a mailing list. I'm not going to be sending junk mail to your house. It just helps us out by giving us one extra subscriber that eventually you'll start to see our content potentially on your watch feed. Not that big of a deal. You can put on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we upload or go live, but that is purely your choice. And as well, make sure to leave a like rating on this YouTube stream, not video, but eventually video. Once again, doesn't result in you getting contacted by a bunch of junk mail. It just leaves a like on here and it pushes the stream out to more people. It doesn't seem like it would help, but everything in the algorithm definitely does on YouTube with keywords and all of that added on. Anything that can be done to help our cause externally is appreciated. We thank everybody who has subscribed and liked over the past couple of weeks and really in our history. A lot of that coming from one video that happened because of one player who went to the school across the street from us here in Parma Heights. But either way, we are grateful for all of the growth that we have had so far in 2025. Enter the year with around 500 subscribers. Got a big jump at the Warrensville-Garfield basketball game. But then that one short, over 6 million views, and Here we are now on the brink of 4,000 subscribers. 1-0 sent down the line and left, foul by Songer. Mayville unable to catch up to that one. Still good hustle to try and bring it in. But Songer just finished up his junior season at Hubbard. He was dubbed YSN Pitcher of the Year. For those unfamiliar, YSN, Your Sports Network, that is the main broadcasting source for Youngstown sports. And we've had our fair share of run-ins with them, and I say that in the best way possible. Rob Johnson of Spotlight Media has been a great host for us at Louisville High School over the past year, and he has been helpful as we've covered a couple of the Leopard players such as Xander Triplett. So once again, shout out to Rob Johnson for all he does in Louisville. The 1-1. Lobbed in, driven into center field. Sanders tracking it down, called off in right by Marsico, and he has it for out number 1. After the powerful fly out from Songer, that'll bring in Joe Johnson. Johnson 0 for 1 with a ground out to first, his last time up. AMP still has 2 more games left to go in this tournament after today, including a game Saturday as Solomon Sanders takes on one of his college assistant coaches in Corey Douglas and the RBI Guardians. Ground ball right side, bobbled at first, taken in at second, and that is great teamwork for out number 2. We're going to watch that one back as that is the definition of picking up your teammates. That one looked to be going down as an E3, but Morris, the backup for Bard, bails him out, and you can tell this group really wants this win. They are going above and beyond to get it done. So many great plays, so many teaching moments. And yet again, they get a big play at a big time. Now Pezzuolo, the right fielder, steps in 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field, and that is where he sends this one. But deep to center, Sanders just unable to track it down. It will be a 2-out double for Pezzuolo. And that'll keep Team Ohio in this inning. Now Colton Carlson with a chance to tie up this game. Pezzuolo does his job clearing Sanders, almost tracked down. You saw his immense speed out in center, just not enough behind it. And if you don't have it, you don't have it, but the hustle is surely there. Once again, these guys have played together for a long time. First at Impact, but now at AMP. And this will be the last year that these guys are playing baseball together. So one final hurrah. Driven foul down the right side. And it's funny that their head coach, once again, just finished up his freshman year at Mount Union. He played with this group last year and for a long time. So the guys that he once called teammates, he now calls the shots and tells them what to do. I'm sure that is a tough dynamic change for them, especially at the beginning of the season. But you see the way that he coaches, kind of a loose style. And more, we're starting to see a lot of college players take on the coaching role in the summer. We saw Joey Lehner with the Midwest Stars to begin our summer coverage outside of the WRCL. Ian Blood doing his thing for IVL. It's great to see that happening. Down the line and right, it's a good shot, and it is down for extra bases. Team Ohio has tied the game up at 1. Carlson into second. He touches and goes to third, and he is going to be in standing. Tie game, go ahead run now at third. What a drive from Carlson. Perfectly places it down the right field line. And finally, at long last, the Team Ohio Pro Select offense is on the board, and they are in a good rhythm again. Now Anthony Grippo, the catcher, a chance to give them their first lead of the game. Still 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grippo pops it up on the infield right side, going into foul territory, still carrying, but caught at first by Bard, and the side is retired. But not before Colton Carlson, one of 2 EHs, unleashes on a baseball, able to get a big RBI triple. We got a good one in game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Through 4, TOPS 1, AMP 1, your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com
or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Through 4 innings, we have a tie ball game, 1-1 your score. AMP looking to take back the lead in the top of the 5th inning. Great game so far by both sides. Not much separating the two, but right now the answer could be pitching. Tyler Sloan, since coming on, has faced 3 batters, 1 strikeout, 3 outs though. He replaces Carter Davis, who pitched the first 3 innings. 0-1, gonna miss now, 1-1. They're going to appeal down, and they say he went. The appeal works out, and now it's an 0-2. And that is why you appeal down the line. Sloan looking for strikeout number 2 of his outing. He doesn't have to look any further. 3 pitches, 1 out, 1 more strikeout added on. That'll be strikeout number 2 today for Tyler Sloan. And with 1 down, that'll bring in Eddie Morris, the number 9 hitter, 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout. But his big play was the backup of his first baseman, able to scoop up a wayward tip that was eventually enough to get a big putout. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. But Tyler Sloan, very similar to Dominic Marchetta in the last game, in a big rhythm, just kind of going through his pitches, takes his time, but at the same time, working kind of quick. Now a 2-0, I think he's going to settle down a little bit more here. Maybe take a second more in between each offering and go from there. 2 balls, no strikes. Sloan sets and fires. Down low for ball 3. It's the top of the order looming in the on-deck circle, and especially with a guy like Fuller awaiting, you do not want to allow Morris on. Keep in mind, Fuller is 2 for 2 today. He has both base hits for AMP. 3-0 off the plate for ball 4, and that will put a runner on for the most dangerous hitter on this team, at least today. Fuller 2 for 2, 2 stolen bases on a Penn State commit. He is having himself one heck of a morning here at Mottl Field. For those just tuning in, wondering why we are in the 5th inning when we should be maybe 45 minutes into the game, yeah, we started a half hour early. Game number 1 went by really quick. Double play ball does end the inning here. Throwback to 1, not going to be in time, but a good idea from Sloan. The righty known to do that a good amount at St. Vincent St. Mary, part of one of the best pitching staffs in Northeast Ohio. He, along with Matt Large and Will Tober, comprised that group. Now it is Will Tober, the rising junior, who will be the ace of St. V's. First pitch in there on the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Seeing some Tri-C coaches as well in attendance for today's game, doing some scouting of these players. Coach Stallberg and Coach MK over off to our side, both doing their thing as usual. Coach Karen, the 16U coach of the IVL baseball organization. A lot of good guys on that team, including Holy Name's own Joe Svets. We did just get the fall schedule from Coach Stallberg. Not going to announce that yet, but we should have a lot of great games on hand on SmeeSports once again in partnership with Tri-C Baseball. And then in the spring, look out. There's going to be a lot more than we had last time. believe we ended at around 13 Tri-C games. We're hoping to double that. But we will see. 0-2 in there for strike 3 looking. There is out number 2. And for the first time in this game, Fuller does not reach first. Third strikeout of the game for Tyler Sloan. That'll now bring in Josh Edmer, the shortstop, 0 for 1 with a flyout and a walk in this game. Team Ohio has Starner, Mercel, and Taranovich in the bottom of the inning. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. I believe still 3 more games left to go here at Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field today, but this is where our road will end. Our next broadcast will be on Saturday morning at John Carroll. Runner goes, good drive into the outfield. It is down in left center field. There's a chance to bring in the go-ahead run. They're not going to test it. That'll put runners at the corners with 2 down. And now Hunter Mayville a chance to bring the lead back to AMP. Excellent piece of hitting from Ebner, able to drop that one down in left center. And now Hunter Mayville, so far in this game, over 2 with 2 strikeouts. If he can straighten one out, this game changes. And there is some familiarity between these two. Don't know if they have played against each other before at the high school level, but St. Ed's and St. V's, both in a similar area. That does, I'm sure, help them out. Base hit gives the lead right back to AMP. First pitch in there for strike 1. And if you're Tyler Sloan, it's paramount that you get the final out here. You got to get the job done here. And I think they know that very well right now. They know the pressure of what is going on. They do not want to go behind again. Runner goes, throw down, picked up on the mound by Sloan. Probably the right decision, now a 1-1 count. And even more so, good idea to hold the runners, as if that runner would have taken off for home, that would have ended the inning there. And given what happened last time, they learn from it. They don't try and test fate again. The 1-1. Mayville takes ball 2 on the outside edge. If Mayville gets on, it goes to Nick Bard. A potential big turning point at the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the 2-1. Mayville ground ball hit to third. Throw across the diamond to 1 is in time. Game remains tied, and the side is retired. Big put out at third from Starner. We will see him lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for Team Ohio Pro Select. Middle of 5 in Parma Heights. It's a deadlock, 1-1 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Bottom 5 at Mottl Field, still a 1-1 ball game. A very good contest to end our doubleheader today as we get ready for the 4th of July tomorrow. As I mentioned at the top of the first broadcast, no better way to celebrate the 4th of July than with America's pastime. 0-1 the count to begin the at-bats. Milan Medved, we haven't talked about him enough in this game. He has really kept AMP in the game with his great pitching. 1 strikeout, but his defense has really picked him up, and with that contact pitching style, he is really, really impressing. And a look at his information, just finished up his junior year at Eastlake North. I would be surprised that if he can pitch like this, that he wouldn't go to somewhere for college to play baseball next year. Popped foul, now 1-2. And that one is off the storage unit behind us. But if he can pitch like this consistently for Eastlake North, look out for them. The Rangers might be able to make some noise next season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Good pop right side. Caught at second for out number 1. Good work by Morris seeing that one into the glove. With 1 down, that'll bring in Mottl, the other EH. We saw Carlson tie up the game last frame with a big RBI triple. Now it's the other EH's turn to try and return the favor. But so far, a lot of talking points from this game, a lot to unpack when this one is all said and done. And the big thing that we still are yet to unpack, who's going to get the win? That is the big thing that we're looking at right now, and that's obviously the big talking point of any game, who's going to get the win? But I feel like the method is also going to be an important talking point too. 1-0 off the plate for ball 2. This game could also end in a tie. That is a possibility with the time limit. The last inning would have to be started by 12:15 potentially. I would say more like 12:10 to be safe. So that gives us a half an hour. The 2-0, swing and a miss, now 2-1. Now, can AMP score again? Absolutely. Will they score again, and do they have enough juice left in the tank? That's the big question. Team Ohio, oh, absolutely. They have enough juice in the tank. But AMP, what final ace do they have left to play? 2-0 upstairs for ball 3. Now a 3-1 count. In the on-deck circle after Mottl, it is Taranovic. Julian Taranovic, pretty much the big power hitter of Team Ohio in this lineup. The 3-1 hit down the left field line, but luckily for AMP, it is foul. And it does appear that Berenson has just reappeared with his catcher's gear. Question is, do we see him sub in for Beach, who has caught a good amount today? Already a big throw, and that could be a change that if Beach is really hurting after still getting hit in the arm earlier on in this game, that if he needs to come out, then we would see him enter. The 3-1, and that'll be ball 4. 1 out walk for Mottl, and now Taranovic a chance to blow this game open. The lineup card does not list any substitutes, but there were last game. So I think that he would still be eligible to come on in. We will have a courtesy run in, as that'll now see, or no, just Mottl just getting some stuff taken care of, and he is out in place of, Cooper Sharding as an actual substitution, I would say. First pitch in there for strike 1. Mottl as an EH. We'll see Sharding hit later on. He was our player of the game last time we saw the tops, as he did hit a grand slam. So kind of surprised to be seeing him on the bases and not in the batter's box. But once again, Taranovic, he is one of the big power guys in this order. 0-1 lobbed in, evening up the count. One thing that I would say is pretty much a guarantee and certainty in this contest. If AMP is to win, it's with Milan on the mound. I don't know if you're going to find this level of success with anybody else. He just has had their number today. That'll be a pass ball, and the go-ahead runner now stands in scoring position at second. So now a 2-1 count. Tough spot to be in for AMP. First of all, they got to get an out at the plate or something in the infield that keeps the runner at bay. Any free bases, any free anything, and your chances of winning are going to be ever more slim. 2-1, down low for ball 3. They're going to back pick down to 2. Almost got him, but not in time. I would say very, very close from Beach, but just not given the decision. Now, if he would have gotten that out, then all momentum would be with AMP, but unfortunately for the underdogs, that is not how that play shaked out. Medved looking back and not going to throw. He's been very patient with that today, kind of letting the defenders and other infielders doing their thing, just kind of letting them continue that. 3-1 in there, now 3-2. But Julian Taranovic 0 for 1 in this game. All eyes on him. After him, it goes to Boscher, then Whitmore. Medved looking for a massive second out at the plate. Instead, it is driven into center field. Sanders can't get it. Now taking the turn and going around is Sharding. He is at third. He is going to come in to score. Taranovic, he is going to third. And he is in there sliding. It is a second RBI triple. And at long last, Team Ohio is on top. The Top's first lead of the day. And it comes on a big swing from Taranovic. Once again, he is the power guy in the order today. And there it is on display. So now that sets up Boscher, 1 down. Can this be where Team Ohio starts to really assert their dominance? We've seen them get close, but is this going to be too much? Popped up on the infield left side, going into foul territory, and caught for out number 2. That's a big out for AMP to get. They needed something in the infield to keep the runner at bay. 2-1 game they can manage, but this is the first time that they are trailing in this game. Whichever way you look at this, still a stark contrast from the game that they played earlier today, which went all of an hour and was a 14-run loss. This one, 1-run game against arguably a better team. Hit the second, good, backhand pick, throw to 1, in time, side, retired. Excellent recovery by the defense, able to get the final 2 outs, but not before Team Ohio Pro Select takes their first lead of the game. Through 5, it is the Tops, up 2-1 on AMP. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Team Ohio Pro Select finally able to take the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. They've been so close to getting there, but finally they get the job done. Now they hold a 2-1 lead. They hold the keys to victory. The question is, can they get the job done here? AMP right now trying to get this one back to a tie game. If not, Team Ohio has one opportunity left to further increase their lead, and then from there go back out on defense in the 7th inning to try and seal the win. Either way, after how the day started for AMP, everybody expected them to be done in 3 or 4 innings in this game. That is not at all what has happened here. Now a 1-2 count here on the leadoff hitter. It's Bard, then Beach, then Marsico, excuse me. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. There is out number 1. Excellent strikeout from Tyler Sloan, his 4th of the game. Since coming in, Tyler Sloan has been a key figure in this game. And that is what you would expect from a guy like him. You would expect him to come in, dominate, really do everything right on the mound. And we really have not been disappointed by number 28 yet. Now Brandon Beach, the catcher, steps in. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Tad bit ahead of that one. 0-1 the count. Next inning for Team Ohio, it is going to be the top of their order trying to solidify the win. The 0-1 in there now, 0-2. Tyler Sloan, you can tell, bringing something different, just that it factor that he has, bringing it more in this frame, knowing that this game is almost done. 0-2, hard hit ball up the middle, scooped up at short, throw to 1 in time for out number 2. Excellent work at shortstop by Braden Songer. With 2 down, that'll set up Marsico. 2 up, 2 down so far. Marsico in this game 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. And the offense of AMP at the final hurdle, a chance for them to tie up the game. Right now falling short. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Now bottom of the 5th inning, a really big turning point. AMP, both parties taking some extra time here before the next pitch. Marsico needing to settle down a little bit, knowing he needs to protect Sloan, thinking what is he going to throw to try and get strikeout number 5. The 0-2, just going to miss for ball 1. Good challenging offering from Sloan. He did get Marsico to stride, but not to swing. He'll try it again here. Sloan's 1-2 pitch. In there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. 5th punch out of the game for Tyler Sloan in relief, and the inning is over. Middle of 6th, TOPS up 2-1 on AMP.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
We apologize for the technical difficulties during that commercial break as everything is starting to overheat as the sun is starting to become more and more unbearable. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1. Team Ohio Pro Select on top of AMP Baseball. For those just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Good deep drive into left center field. That one is going to be down for extra bases. Standing in at second base, it is going to be Heekins. It's a big leadoff double for Team Ohio Pro Select. This was always going to be a pivotal inning as they look to put on the finishing touches of this win. And that hit comes at the perfect time to get them started in the right direction. Tyler Sloan in relief, a total of 5 strikeouts, 7 for Davis earlier on. 12 strikeouts through 6 innings of work for the Team Ohio Pro Select pitching staff. They have been on point in this game. The offense has had their struggles, but when push comes to shove, they have gotten the job done so far, but not completely. Ground ball left side, scoops up at short, throw to 1 in time for out number 1. And that'll keep the runner honest at second base. Songer unable to get it past the shortstop. That'll now set up Joe Johnson, the left fielder, 0 for 2 in the game today with 2 groundouts. AMP, they will have one last chance to try and tie the game up in the 7th as Sanders, Brendan and Morris step in. Fouled away, 0-1 the count. He ended up not coming in, but we did see Berenson go and get some catcher's gear during one of the breaks. So we'll see what that does lead to. It is still Medved on the mound for AMP. No real surprise to see him still on, as he has been the big guy today who has really done a great job shutting down this offense. Even if he doesn't get the win, this is a great sign of things to come for him and the rest of his high school career. One more year left for him at Eastlake North. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. The pitch, swing and a miss, now 1-2. After Johnson, it goes to Pezzuolo. One ball, 2 strikes. A good chance here for Medved to get out number 2. Not quite, misses down low, evening up the count. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I believe in broadcast time we are currently around 2.5 minutes ahead of real time. So you'll be seeing this at, I assume, would be 11:58 right now, 11:56. 2-2 upstairs for ball 3, and we are full. But a big time for the AMP defense. They need one final stop to give their offense a chance. And their offense is going to need to be good from the start to take advantage of that chance. A big payoff pitch upcoming here. Medved sets and fires. Left it upstairs for ball 4, and that'll put Johnson on at first. And with the time limit, if this inning were to go another 10-15 minutes, there might not be enough time left to complete this game, and it would end here. But right now, all signs are pointing towards us playing that 7th inning. Pezzuolo 1 for 2 today, a fly out to center field and a double to center field in the game. Ground ball left side. It is through into left field. They're going to send the runner home, and now he is going to retreat. That will load up the bases, 1 down, and Colton Carlson, who tied up the game with a big RBI triple, he has a chance to do even more damage here. With the bases juiced, you have to have the play at the plate. That has to be the priority here. Everything else aside, you got to get that out first. Then from there, if you can get a second out, great. If not, that just gets you one step closer to your desired result. But given how few runs have been scored in this game, you got to get a stop here. You can't allow anything home. Carlson does have the power, though, to bring in at least a couple. But this one will be popped up on the infield. But luckily for his sake, it is out of play. 0-1 the count. And with that ball going out of play, that really gives AMP less of a chance to have that ball skied on the infield. The guy like Carlson, it might happen once or twice, but the more and more he does it, the more and more likely he is to straighten one out. Like that, down the line, but foul. Count now 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Popped up on the infield and caught behind the dish. There is out number 2. And it comes at a big time as well. They finally did get that pop-up on the infield. And now they'll bring in the Penn State commit, Anthony Grippo, 0 for 2 in this game, but a chance to change that here. Once again, it's Sanders, Berenson, and Morris set to hit at the bottom of the order in the top of the 7th. And they have a lot of work to do. Medved has the bases loaded behind him. One of the most challenging situations he has faced today in this outing. First pitch in there for strike 1. Beautiful first pitch on the edge. Grippo right now just looking to put something in play. That is priority number 1. The 0-1. Grippo drives it into left center field. This one has a chance to get down, but it will be tracked down by Sanders, and the side is retired. A massive catch in center keeps it a 1-run game. If that ball fell, this one would have been all but over, but AMP, they have a shot through 6. Team Ohio Pro Select up 2-1 on the underdogs. One last chance for AMP to tie this one up when we return.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
AMP down to their final 3 outs of this game. 2-1 the score. They have done a great job competing in this contest, but still plenty of work to do if they are to get a win in this game. Stay with us after our final commercial break. Then we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Plenty of candidates for the award, but a lot of it really hinges on what happens here in the top of the 7th inning. Christian Sanders, the center fielder, steps in. He had that big put out in center to end the last frame. He will show bunt, pulled back for ball 1. And given the background of Sanders and his older brother, no surprise to see them trying to bunt here. There's plenty of speed in that family, and right now, when you need a runner, that might be your best chance to get him on. But now the infield does anticipate it. Shown again, charging in is the third baseman, but it'll be popped foul. Now 1-1 the count. So far in this game, Sanders 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice and has struck out. This will be the last inning of the game as we are reaching the time limit of around 12:10 to 12:15. So even if this were to be a tie exiting the frame, that would be the parting line for this game. 1-1. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. Tyler Sloan looking to get a big first out here. Sloan sets, takes his time, and delivers. Swing and a miss, there is out number 1. Strikeout number 6 today for Tyler Sloan. And once again, that is in relief. I believe this is his 4th inning of work, so less Ks per 9 in comparison to Davis, but he is 1 away from matching his tally in this contest. With 1 down, Berenson now steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Chops that one foul, 0-1 the count. But Tyler Sloan has been a breath of fresh air on the mound. Both pitchers did a great job, but Tyler Sloan, given that he will exit this one with the win, assuming the result holds, doing slightly more and slightly better. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. On paper, 4 strikes away from getting the win. AMP's offense struggling to find any spark. A total of 3 hits in this game, both coming at the top of their order. 1 with Ebner, 2 from Fuller. That one's in there looking for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning for Sloan. He now has 7 on the day. And Team Ohio Pro Select can sound their final countdown. Eddie Morris, he will round out the 3rd go-around for AMP. He is their last hope offensively. Popped up, out of play, 0-1 the count. One final reminder, stay tuned after our final commercial break. Then we will announce our player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. No balls, 1 strike. Sloan sets and fires. In there for strike 2, and AMP is down to their final strike. If Morris gets on, it's Fuller in the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes. Sloan already with 7 strikeouts, going for his 8th and final. The 0-2, not going to get it. Misses down low for ball 1. And the game will continue for at least 1 more pitch. As well, the game nearing the 2-hour mark. Sloan's 1-2. Driven up the middle, picked up at second, throw to 1 in time, and Team Ohio Pro Select is going to get the job done. 2-1 your final score. Maybe not the prettiest game of baseball for the Tops, but in the end, a win is a win, and they begin the Woodbat World Series with a big, big win, 1-0. Now their record. There is the final putout of the game recorded by Whitmore, and that is enough to officially silence this scrappy AMP squad. One final commercial break here at Mottl Field. Then we will be back on to announce our player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Back on at Mottl Field. 2-1 your final in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Team Ohio Pro Select edging out AMP Baseball at the end of this game. A very good contest from start to finish. One of the best games that we have seen this summer. And definitely this one lived up to the hype. Your player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, It could go one of two ways. You could go with pitching or you could go with hitting. Given how important that second run of the game was, you're going to have to go with hitting. And that brings us to Julian Taranovich. He had the go-ahead RBI triple. That was enough to seal the 2-1 win. So he will walk out of here with the Player of the Game honors presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this summer. Very close to that number. So if you're new, go down below and subscribe. It has no cost, but it greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, if you want to sponsor our broadcast as a business owner, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and we would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. If you do not own a business but want to help us out in a monetary fashion, you can donate to us on the SmeeSports.com website, going over to our tip section, and you can leave any monetary donation of your choosing there. Not required, but greatly appreciated, as there is a monetary burden for these broadcasts with equipment maintenance, travel, and things along those lines. Our next broadcast is going to be on Saturday morning, a doubleheader at John Carroll. It is OSF taking on IVL Ventura in the first game. Then in game number 2 in the 17U division, it is Premier Ohio taking on the B2 Bulls. But that'll do it from Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West. Team Ohio Pro Select gets the job done. 2-1 the final in a very scrappy game. I am Nathan Smee saying so long for now from Parma Heights, and we will see you next time. This has been the JG Wood Bat Memorial World Series on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.